I don't have to lean over so much, but I'm just going to kind of do this a little bit. There we go. That's better. That's better. Man, how's it going, brother?
It's good, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, dude. I just I live for this. I love you guys. I love independent music, and the thing about it is I'm exposed to a lot of great talent that a lot of people get to be in the mix of all the time, right? So I can't complain. My world is great, man. I get to meet great people like yourself and Jackson Ray, and his dad Jack, and I went up there last week and ate at the Coney place up there in Tulsa and hung out, listened to some music, and then my artist Bonnie Ray actually performed a little bit while we were there. So
Awesome.
it was
That's
a
the
it was a
best
good
hot
time.
dog in town, dude. That's the best hot dog in town.
I'm telling you, man. He advertised Frito burritos today, and I was like, oh, I want to drive to
Yeah,
Tulsa now.
yeah. I saw
Let's
I
go.
saw the same thing, and I'm 3 states away, so you can imagine how I
I
feel.
know, I know.
Yeah,
That's right. I keep trying to tell him we need to have a songwriting camp, man. Just everybody get together and we'll come up to Tulsa and just everybody bring some tents and get a campfire going and just
yeah,
sit around and write music all night, man.
awesome.
That'd be great. So, well, again, welcome to Red Dirt Disciple podcast. You know, but for those that don't know, weekly I interview an independent artist here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. I actually was booked up to the end of June and started rescheduling, and now we're booked up to the end of September. So they just keep coming, and lots of great talent, lots of great things happening. But enough about me. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. Well, I recently turned 24. I'm out here in Nashville now. I'm from the Tulsa area,
Okay,
Broken Arrow,
right on.
and just out here doing it, man. I graduated college here in Nashville and back in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. And just signed my first publishing deal with Seagale Music, and put a 6-song EP out this month. So we're just kind of it's been a whirlwind.
Let's
I
go. Let's go.
so
And
it's been
and that EP is streaming on all the platforms right here behind me, guys. You guys can go check it out. All four of those right there: Spotify, YouTube, Apple, and Amazon. Guys, go check it out. So, um, so man, what got you into music?
man. A few things did, but mainly it was growing up. My dad's a pastor,
Hmm.
and so we were in the church 25/8. It seemed like. And when you're a PK or a preacher's kid, you get real bored when there's nothing going on in there, and there's always something on stage. So I just kind of picked it up and never put it down.
I was a little more on the wild side of the preacher's kids.
I was too. Out of me and my siblings, I was probably the most wild out of the bunch. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was always the one chasing the preacher's daughter.
yeah, well,
That
I
was-
wasn't doing that because it's my sister. But yeah,
no, my dad's never pastored a church. He's a licensed minister, and he's
okay,
always had like a high, he's always been involved in the church as some deacon or something like that. But it's still, we hung around all the preachers' kids and
right.
all that, and I was a bit of a hellion when I was younger.
You know what though? I was too, and looking back, it's
Yeah.
probably the best thing for me. So
You know what? Sometimes though, sometimes it's lessons learned, right? I
mhm,
feel like if I hadn't gone through some of that today, I wouldn't be the person I am today, right? Like
exactly, that's right.
it helped mold me into who I am today, and I'm a lot better person. So it's it you know it I think in some cases God allows like you just have to go through it sometimes, especially in those positions where you're say your father or whatever has that type of leadership role, and you're under a microscope as a preacher's kid anyways. So
And
yeah,
there's a lot to learn from that. Being, playing country music is eyes are on you, and you got to learn how to
absolutely,
and still live right, and it's a whole thing.
absolutely, absolutely, 100%. I agree with that, and it's tough. I mean, the market is saturated with, I mean, worldly ideology. So it's
Mm.
it's tough. I get it, man, 100%. It's Even for just like in my position and what I do, I have to be careful. I have a saying. It's stay humble, hustle hard. And I tell everybody all the time. It's not something I just tell the artist I work with. That's a reminder for myself as well.
Right.
So, and it's tough. It's tough. Um, so you graduated college. That's cool. And what was your major? Would you go to school for?
It was in music business.
Okay. Right
And
on, man.
the way it worked was you major in music business and you decide on a preference within music business. And originally I was a production emphasis. And so I was working with Pro Tools and in studios. Very quickly I realized that was way above my pay grade. And so I switched over to just business emphasis, and that was much better. So
Yeah. Yeah, and you're utilizing that for your own business today, I'm sure.
I am. It's been
Yeah.
a great help to me so far.
Yeah. So, I mean, just for some of the other artists that are just kind of getting started that may be watching right now, like what's one piece of advice you would give them right now? Is like, what's the first thing they should do to get going?
Man, I would say if you're just starting out, play whatever, whoever will let you play. Eventually, you'll get to where you can kind of decide, is this worth it? Is this worth the travel? Is this worth the money? But the experiences that I have gained playing for $0 have been some of the most beneficial so far.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So on like the business side of things, though, like what do you recommend they do? Like, I always tell people like bare minimum you probably want to start an LLC because at the end of the day, it's your business. It's a business,
Right.
and you need to operate it like one. So that's kind of my advice to them most of the time when they come to me and go, "Hey, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get started?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, you want to protect yourself. You want to protect your personal assets." So
Right.
I always recommend going LLC. That's just my personal recommendation.
Yep. I would say LLC, and I would say if you're doing anything remotely musical related, keep track of
Yeah,
what you spent because it'll come back.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, keep every receipt. Treat every interaction as a business deal.
yeah. If you're
100%.
drinking coffee with another songwriter, keep that
Hey,
receipt.
they don't even have to be that, man. I will purposely strike up a conversation about my podcast to the waiter.
That's right. That's
It
right.
just became a business deal.
Sometimes,
I'm promoting, baby.
sometimes I'll go to supper with my buddies and I'm like, hey, so I got this EP coming out. And they're like, yeah, we know. I was like, yeah, I just had to say that.
I just had to say that. That's awesome, man. So you play instrument, like you play guitar. Is
Guitar,
there is there anything
uh,
else you play?
drums, bass.
Nice.
Obviously, I sing. We'll start. Usually, when I get a song that I'm really into, if I know I'm going to record it, or if I just want to hear how it sounds,
Yeah.
I'll do a demo here at the house.
Okay.
And I usually play most things on that, except for steel or fiddle or whatever.
Right.
Um, and then we'll
Man,
go.
I'd love to learn how to play steel guitar. I love steel guitar.
It's the hardest instrument in the
It,
world, dude.
I
I'm telling
know. I know. But it would be so cool to learn.
you. Man, I will sit there and watch my friends who can play it, and it takes both hands, both knees, and both feet. And I'm like, dude, that's a sport at this point.
That's right, man. Come on, preach it. That's awesome, man. So, so now, you hit me up before the interview, and you said your voice is kind of not 100%. So typically, what I try to do after we talk a little bit is try to do one song. If you're not ready to sing, though, I can stream something. You just let me know what you want to stream.
Yeah, I could
Um,
sing one song for sure.
okay, let's go. How about we start one with you singing and we end one with you singing? How about that? That way you kind of got a little break in between, and we'll stream a couple in between. That
Sounds
work?
good.
Okay, cool. You're not one of those artists that don't like to listen to himself, right? It's like me, dude. I hate my voice. I can actually sing decent, but I don't like my voice. I don't like the way I sound. But people are like, "Oh, you sound great." No, I don't. Um, I'll argue that all day long. But like, I mean, just like Charlie Argo, when I had him on, he was just like, "Dude, I'm gonna play because I can't stand to listen to myself sing." I don't know. I know a lot of musicians are that way.
It depends. It gets the older stuff I can't stand to hear, and I'm sure I'll say that in about 5 years about today. But it just depends. How much time's passed really is what it depends on.
Yeah, right on. All right, man. Let's hear it.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna play track one from the EP. I guess this is the first single off of it. It's called "Suits Me Just Fine." I wrote it with Cam Newby and Chris Dubois. Gas ain't getting cheaper, but we still gotta get from A to B. Tonight we're out in Fort Worth, come tomorrow, be back in Tennessee. I got buddies that are bankers making bank, wearing wingtip shoes and ties. That's alright. Honky tonk suits me just fine. We're just hippies, we're just cowboys, up here making loud noise, playing songs that people wanna hear. Ain't nobody getting rich. Sometimes we play for tips, but most of the time we just play for beer. To hell with high rises and suits, I can wear blue jeans and boots. That honky tonk suits me just fine. They talk about their IRAs, 401ks, and their stock portfolios. When they ask about my take home, I just tell them about them girls in that front row. They go home when they close a deal, but I'll be on this stage till closing time. That's alright. Honky tonk suits me just fine. We're just hippies, we're just cowboys, up here making loud noise, playing songs that people wanna hear. Ain't nobody getting rich. Sometimes we play for tips, but most of the time we just play for beer. To hell with high rises and suits, if I can wear blue jeans and boots. Honky tonk suits me just fine. We're just hippies, we're just cowboys, up here making loud noise, playing songs that people wanna hear. Ain't nobody getting rich. Sometimes we play for tips, but most of the time we just play for beer. To hell with high rises and suits, I can wear blue jeans and boots. That honky tonk suits me just fine. To hell with high rises and suits, I can wear blue jeans and boots. And honky tonk suits me just fine.
Let's go. Let's go. Jack says some call him Braden, but I call him Merle. Let's go.
That's
Let's go.
blasphemy.
I mean, it did have a little bit of a Merle feel to it. I can see that. I can see that. I'm an old soul like Jack, you know. So we're gonna relate music to some old school stuff when we can, for sure.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. That's a great song. That's a great song. You said you wrote that with who?
Cam Newby and Chris Dubois.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. They get are they they're just co-writers? Do they perform too?
Cam will play some writers rounds type stuff, but I think he's kind of done with the whole artist thing.
I gotcha. Gotcha.
And
Yeah, I
Chris,
mean, a lot of people are that way. You know, they just prefer to just to write. You know.
yep. I get it. I
pick
really,
around and write, and yeah. So, um, what in the world is going on? I got a lot of vibrating going on over here. Yeah, Tyler Garrett trying to call me in the middle of an interview. That's all right. That's all right. Maria, could you do me a favor and shoot Tyler a message? Let him know I'm live and interviewing right now. He's probably wanting to call about the Nashville video that I had asked him to make. So, anyway, so outside of music, do you have? Is there like any other hobbies or anything like that you have, like outside of music, or?
man, lately it's been all the time music. I mean, I try to get to the gym as often as I can. Um, I am. It's funny because I love going to concerts,
Yeah.
which is still music, but it's a totally different world. And I love collecting things from concerts, like posters and stuff like that. Um,
Tanya said you make a great steak.
I
Uh,
do make a really good steak. I will say that. Steak and chicken, that's about all I know how to make. And I think I've dialed it in.
right on, man. Right on. Uh, hey, I'm down for checking that out, man.
Come on. Come on. I love cooking for people too. I love because I'm so new to it. I didn't know I didn't know how to boil water 3 weeks ago, you know what I mean? And I got this couple cast irons and I've just been cooking away. So
Oh, dude, I love cast iron, man. I love like Dutch ovens, man. I used to like so my son's an Eagle Scout, and so when he was in Boy Scouts, man, we used to go camping all the time, and I got into doing Dutch oven cooking. And I mean, I can make lasagna, I can make Mountain Man omelet, like desserts that may just blow your mind. And I love cast iron cooking. I've got cast iron skillets here at the house. I do about 90% of the cooking in my house, so and it's just because my wife don't. I work from home 3 days a week, so it's just easier for me just to start dinner before she gets off. So, but yeah, man, yeah,
oh,
I'll be in Nashville first week of June. So
come
I'm
on,
not.
dude. Come on.
We could throw some steaks down, man.
It was a very trial and error situation. So
Yeah,
now I think I've got it now. So
right on. Do you do like the garlic and butter and all that stuff on your steaks? And
oh man, I have a
yeah,
marinade and that's about it. Just cook
just marinate them and cook them up.
do some
All
fried
right. Well,
egg.
after you're done cooking, throw some garlic butter on top of them. I'm telling you, it's the best topper on any steak.
That sounds great.
Even marinated, dude. I'm telling you,
That
it's
sounds
awesome.
great.
It's awesome, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So, any big plans? You got it? Like you thinking do it like any tours or anything like that anytime soon, or just kind of got to see how the EPs do and go from there?
Yeah, we were gonna kind of see how it did, and it's doing all right. A little better than we expected, probably.
Yeah.
Touring wise, touring is a funny term because I'm not necessarily going out with anybody for weeks at a time, but we've
Right.
been beating up the highways for most weekends.
Well, I mean, a tour can be anywhere from all around Nashville, maybe over into Kentucky, like, or it could be all the way cross country. So yeah, it's a loose term. It is for sure.
We've definitely been
What's going on, Tableau?
beating up the roads and just playing wherever we can, usually in Oklahoma or Texas. That's where my music, at least right now, seems to resonate the best. So,
Yeah,
been doing a lot of that, man, and it's been good. It's tough, but it's worth it. This is what we prayed for. So,
yeah, yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So before college, total? How long have you been doing music?
I started taking it real serious about maybe my junior year of high school.
Okay,
And I quit. I played 4 sports in high school, and I quit playing basketball my junior year.
okay.
I didn't quit during the season, but I said I'm not going to play,
Yeah, I don't play anymore. Yeah,
um, and just kind of wanted to see where it goes, where it went, and that's when we opened for Toby Keith, which was kind of our first show. And I was like, all right, well, that's once you get a taste of it, you can't really get away from it. So
yeah. and to open up for somebody like Toby. I've had the honor of knowing Toby for many years, and he was, a lot of people would, a lot of the general public would kind of, there was some stigma there that he seemed a little like stuck up, but when you really got to know him, it was just a fact of he just wanted to live a normal life. He wasn't stuck up, but he didn't like being bothered in public either, right? Like it's so I have different opinions than some did about him. And if you've ever worked with him, you probably have the same opinion. Like he was just a real down to earth guy, man. And there's not a day goes by that I don't miss him because some of the conversations we've had were like he was just so down to earth. And I'll tell you how I met him. I met him. My in laws lived right next door to his one of his old band members from high school. His name was
Wow.
Scott, and Scott and Linda had a daughter named Allie. Allie got cancer, and that's when Toby came in. He stepped in. He started the Allie Foundation, and then he started the OK Kids Corral thing for cancer patients and kids and all that. So that's how all that kind of stemmed. It all stemmed from Allie having cancer, and she didn't make it. And before the funeral, he's out there at Scott's house, and I walked up, and this first time I met the man. I walked up to him, I shook his hand, I was like, "Hey, my condolences. I know you and Scott were close, man. I'm sorry for y'all's loss." And we sat and chopped it up for an hour, sitting out there at the tailgate. It's so he was just that kind of dude, man. He was just if you could relate to him, man, he would just open up and just hang out and talk. And so yeah, definitely missed.
Yeah,
So especially here in Oklahoma, we love him. So
definitely.
yeah, yeah. So what was that like? I mean, like your experience opening up for him, and did you get to hang out with him any at all, or?
Not much. I will say though, the first time I met him, like I said, I played 4 sports in high school, and one of them was golf. And we were doing a tournament out at Belmar, which is his course
Yeah,
in the Norman area. And this was before it's down now. If you can find it, don't. But my first EP that came out, before it even came out, this was 2018, 2017. I had like a rough cut from my producer of one of the songs.
yeah,
And the only reason I had it was because we were playing out there and I saw him on the putting green. And I was like, "Hey man, Toby's out here. Send me something."
yeah,
And so he sent me that, and I caught him in the pro shop after it was like a rain delay or something. And I went up to him and he was very nice and gracious. And I was like, "Hey, like, I'd love if you listen to this song. It's coming out of mine." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll listen to it." And he listened to it and gave me some advice, and just
yeah.
I kind of couldn't believe that he even took the time to do that. So
He was. That's what I was saying. If you could relate to him, he would make time. Yeah, yeah. He was a good dude, man. Good dude. So definitely gonna be missed. Definitely gonna be missed. Well, let's play one of your songs, man. Let's get this streaming network. I got to get out of this account here. This streaming network up here. Should have already had that done, huh? I'm just enjoying the conversation, man. I get wrapped up in it. I love talking to you guys.
I
My
could sit
heart.
here all day. I don't even have to wear pants right now, dude.
Uh, Please do. I mean, unless you're trying to raise the gift gallery, and then I'm here for it. I mean, let's go. We're gonna get this thing going here. All right, what song you want me to play, brother?
Um, Whatever you want, man. The one we've been pushing is Cattywampus, but you play whatever you want.
Let's play it. You guys want to hear Cattywampus? Let's let the chat decide. That's the big push right now. Cattywampus. Jack, you got any preferences? I know Jack. I know Jack's always got some preference. Look at them sunglasses. Let's go. All right, he wants Cattywampus. All right, we're gonna play Cattywampus. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure that. Let me go to my Bluetooth because I'm not hooked to the Roadcaster here.
Let's
I want
play, since Jack's in here, let's play Making It Up As I Go. I wrote that one with Jack.
Okay, that's one of the ones you wrote with Jack. All right, let's do that. Make it up as you go. Here we go.
Barked right on those leaves I said I'd raise. About half an hour past an hour too late. Judging by that tear there in her eye, think I might have gone a bit too far this time. So I guess I'm gonna get a couple roses and a bottle of wine. Probably isn't gonna help, but what the hell, I'm gonna give it a try. Don't know how I'll make it up to her, but if I can just get close, might get her to stay and keep making it up as I go. Checking off my list of honeydews. Might even hit First Baptist second pew. I'll keep trying till I find something that works, and just pray that she don't pack that suitcase first. So I guess I'm gonna get a couple roses and a bottle of wine. Probably isn't gonna help, but what the hell, I'm gonna give it a try. Don't know how I'll make it up to her, but if I can just get close, might get her to stay and keep making it up as I go. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get a couple roses and a bottle of wine. Probably isn't gonna help, but what the hell, I'm gonna give it a try. Don't know how I'll make it up to her, but if I can just get close, might get her to stay and keep making it up as I go. If I can get her to stay, I'll keep making it up as I go.
Go, let's go, let's go. So let's talk a little bit about that. So you wrote that with Jack Brassfield, guys. If you aren't following him, grab him up. Jack Brassfield's an absolutely wonderful songwriter. He's from my home state, Oklahoma, and I've had the pleasure of hanging out with him and his wife at their restaurant just a week or so ago. Absolutely wonderful people. So go give them a follow. Make sure you grab them both up. They're both in the chat right now. But so how'd that go? Like I want to. I know there's some stories. There's got to be some stories if you're writing with Jack. So it's time. It's time to tell all.
I don't know about tell all. There's a lot of stories. Jackson here, he knows we can't tell them all, but I remember.
All right, tell some then.
I remember, as far as that song's concerned, I remember having this idea of obviously making it up as I go as a common expression, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, what if you're like making up for something as you go?
Yeah.
And he loved it, and we sat down and wrote it, and then a couple of my other buddies jumped in, Cam Newby and Chris Dubois, same as Suits Me Just Fine, and we just kind of collectively came together, and what you hear now is what we came up with. So we had a great time with it.
No funny stories out of it. Come on, man, you're holding back.
No.
No, it actually just kind of goes to show. I mean, you can write a song just about anything. Like, I mean, you took a common expression and you guys wrote a song about it. I mean, it's, Matter of fact, I think I heard Jack the other day that he got one for Warren that is about car keys. It's about car keys. And I'm like, man, that's talent. Like you could just make a song about car keys. Let's go. So I love it, man. I love it. Um, what do you think? What do you think your strengths are that make you a good artist? What are your strengths?
That's a good question. I know as a writer, I feel like I'm an idea guy. I feel like I can come up with a good idea. Um, as an artist, man, just I don't know. It feels weird answering this. Uh, I feel like my voice is probably on top of any other skill that I have. And then I think probably production wise, just because my brain's kind of wired that way.
Yeah,
Um, when I go into the studio, I kind of know where I want, and that's why I'm big into co-producing. And this last EP, I got my hands a little dirtier in the process, and I love it. And like I said a while ago, my production in general is kind of above my pay grade as far as the Pro Tools and computer aspect goes. But the way my brain works is if we're writing in a room, I kind of hear it fully done in my head.
yeah,
And so I feel like I'm kind of good about picking which pockets, which instrument goes where in which pocket, and just the kind of vibe I want to hear on it.
so you're an idealist. Yeah, yeah. Lyricist on top of idealist, and yeah, so that's a pretty good strength. It really is. So Jack says that some people are talk about living the Nashville dream, and you're doing it. So what's that like?
It's good, man. It's not all glamorous and shiny. Uh, it's tough out here. I don't know. I mean, I know you live in Oklahoma, so I'm sure we grew up the same way, but we're not used to traffic unless there's a tractor in front of the whole line of cars. But
Yeah,
it's
right.
pretty bad out here. Um,
I don't
moving.
know. Have you been to Moore, Oklahoma lately? It's pretty bad. It's bad. There's so many people here. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
Um, yeah,
It was
it's
definitely
insane.
a little bit of a culture shock because Nashville's kind of a melting pot.
Yeah,
Um, and where we're from, everybody's generally the same.
yeah,
Uh, but just figuring out, what everybody thinks and believes and trying to mesh, and the kind of music they like is different.
yeah,
Um, it's been interesting. I love it though. I just
yeah.
love people and getting to know them. So,
Are you doing? Have you done any like riders rounds or anything since you've been down there?
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
started so early on when I was a freshman in college back in 2020. That's about all I was doing as far as Nashville
hmm,
playing goes. Um, and really, even now, that's all I do. I play at the Bluebird, the Listening Room. I played those a lot. Um,
freak show.
Freak Show, yeah. Freak Show is
That's
one of the
nice.
first places that would have me.
That's awesome. Terry Joe is an amazing person. I love her. I got a chance to hang out with her at Tammy Marler's camp last year, or actually, it was early this year. It was January, and absolutely wonderful human being. Terry Joe Box is the one that I know you know, but if for those that don't, Terry Joe Box is multi-platinum songwriter from Nashville with the Jonas Group, which is the largest label in Tennessee, and she does the that's her thing. Like the freak show is her that's her baby. And so for those that don't know, if you ever go to Nashville, you got to go check out the freak show. So it's like a big thing. Like you get to play the freak show. It's a huge resume builder for sure, for sure. So that's awesome, man. Did you get to meet Terry?
Oh yeah, we're really
Yeah,
good friends.
yeah,
Yeah, we rap sometimes, and I met a lot of people through that. And
yeah,
I will say the Freak Show. So the local, obviously, but the local best place in Nashville.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just sent her a text tonight. I was like, I'll be there in a week and a half, sister. Like, she's got a family reunion to go to. Like, so she's only going to be there a few days while I'm there. So I'm like, we got to get together, have a drink, hang out, you know. So, but yeah, she's good people, man. I love her. We had a blast at Tammy's place. So, really good human being. I love her. She's great. So,
She's awesome. She's the
yeah.
best.
So I kind of asked you your strengths a while ago, a little bit. I'm gonna kind of flip gears on you a little bit, and now I'm gonna kind of go into your weaknesses. Like where do you think your weaknesses lie, and where do you feel like you can improve, and what are you currently doing to improve those?
You know, for a long time, I would have considered my writing as a strength. And now that I've kind of been, what I like to say, baptized in hits over at Seagill, it was just kind of eye opening of, oh, wow, I need to step up my game. And that's something I've been working on, and I've got great mentors over there, and they're helping me through it. But just writing better songs, man.
Yeah, right on, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I mean, you're on the right track because what I've heard tonight is, I mean, what I've heard before tonight. Like I'm just, you know, I get that. I get that Merle vibe from you though. I do. And so I think that's a good trait to have because everybody can relate to the legends, right? As far as, you know, if you've got that not you know, not the same. You have your own style, but you've got that feel. Like you got that I can just kick back and jive because it's got that same old school feel. So I dig it. I dig it, and I agree with Jack 100%. I can hear that, but I'm an old soul too, so I like I like the older stuff, you know.
Well, I
Um,
appreciate it. Merle is definitely my favorite artist of all time. So
yeah, yeah, I can hear the influence for sure, for sure. So that's good stuff, man. Um, well, let's see. I know I got more questions, man. I've just been wrapped up in conversation and not thinking about any of them, man. So,
that's good.
so you said you do quite a bit in Texas. So you got anything coming up there anytime soon?
Um, Let me think for a minute.
Because I might have to get down that way.
I don't know of any coming up. I'm sure we'll kind of fill in the calendar with some. Man, I can't think of any. We've got a couple in Oklahoma coming up.
Oh, okay, it's even better. That's closer. Let me know. Let me know, bro. I'll see if I can come hang out, man.
Awesome.
For sure. So you, man, I had another question right on the top of my head. Right on the top of my head. So, uh, man, where did it go? What's wrong with me tonight? I'm usually on top of things, bro, for sure. It's been a long week already. So where you gonna be playing in Oklahoma?
Mainly Tulsa area.
Tulsa area. Okay,
Yep.
that's only like an hour and a half from me, so it's not a problem at all. I can shoot up that way for sure.
Awesome.
Where are you gonna be playing?
I'll be in. I know in at the end of June I'll be in Jinx and Lake Eufaula,
Okay, either one of those, or just yeah, hour and a half from me or so.
and then in July I know we'll be in Tulsa at least one time.
Okay,
Um, and the Oklahoma stuff is kind of, if somebody texts me tomorrow, it's easy because I got family there. I've got
yeah,
a 19-month-old niece that I'm always trying to go back and see. So I'll book
yeah.
whatever in Oklahoma. So
That's awesome, man. That's great, bro. Yeah, nieces and nephews. I got a plethora of them, and I love all of them. They're just they're my joy. I like, you know, we go to family events and hang out, and the nieces and nephews are just, and most of them are older now too. I'm a lot older than I look, and most of them are older, so they're like, you know, teenagers and up, and some of them are adults now, and they're starting to have kids, and I'm feeling even older, and so
it's
so
the best.
enjoy the 16 months while it lasts, bro. Because when your niece starts dating, you're like,
Oh,
oh.
she's never gonna date. If I have anything to do with it, she's never going to date.
Yeah, well, man, you say that, bro. You say that, man. But at the same time, you're just kind of like, oh, she's growing up. Can't stop her. So, uh, how about them shirt designs? You got some shirts? You got some merch?
Yeah, we got we got some new merch in celebration of the EP, and I wanted to do because the chorus of "Criminal Record," which is the title track,
Yeah.
uh, one of the lines is between Willie, Waylon, Hank, and Haggard. I know my way around a 45, and so I wanted to do something with all of those guys on the back of the shirt, and I was like, "There's four of them. I mean, Mount Rushmore would be pretty sick."
Let's go.
The Outlaws. So,
I might be buying one of those, bro.
oh man, let me know it's awesome. I think they
Yeah.
look pretty cool. So
Are they released?
they are. I don't sell them online. You got to come to a show to get it.
Okay. Well then,
Or
all right.
I can
You
tell you
follow
one.
or jinx. I'm one of the two. I'm there.
All right.
We're gonna get a shirt. We're gonna get
I
a
can
shirt.
tell you one too. They're actually in Oklahoma right now. So
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, man. I want to get one of those. Definitely want to get one of those. Got the original outlaw country guys, man. I got to have that. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So you don't have an online store?
I do not. I do not. I wish I did. I need to just sit down and set one up. But
Do you handle your merch yourself, or do you have somebody do it for you?
so my mom is a superstar,
Okay, there we go.
and she will sit there for 6 hours, man. I mean, she's selling before the show. I go on. A lot of times we're opening at the
Yeah.
bigger venues, which is where we sell the most merch. And then I'll open. She's sitting there at the table the whole time. I come off. I come meet her at the table. You know, shaking hands and taking pictures. I love meeting all the people. And then during the whole headliner set, she's sitting there selling them. And then after the show is when people buy merch. So she stays there the whole time. It's awesome.
That's good. That's good stuff. Like, who makes it for you though? Like, you just have it mass produced somewhere and shipped to you, and like drop shipped, and
Yeah, pretty much. There's this guy that I found on Instagram. He did the cover art for Criminal Record 2 for this particular shirt. I had him do it. It's called Valiant Design out of Texas. And he's super great to work with. If anybody out there or you are looking for some designs, then
I think maybe I should just bring Jack up in the box and let him ask questions. He said, talk about the Bluebird. So you guys don't know, Bluebird is an iconic place as well in Nashville. So let's talk about that.
So the Bluebird, man, the Bluebird is one of my favorite places to play original music, especially new original music. It's a listening room. You know, you got to be real quiet in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know the last time you were in Nashville, but a lot of people are not quiet when you're trying to play new songs.
I want to tell you a funny story, man. It's crazy. As long as I've been in the music and entertainment business, I've never stepped foot in Nashville. And
Is that right?
That's right. And this week in June will be my first week there. I'm doing 10 in-person interviews like this in a studio, and then I'm also doing street interviews for CMA. My very first trip to Nashville is going to be work, work, work. I mean, like I'm going all out, full fledged, man.
That'll be awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy. Like, people are like, you've never been in Nashville? You've been in the industry so long. I'm like, I know. But the thing is weird about it is kind of like Jack's story with one of the artists that he's working with, and is I really back in when I first got into radio and music industry, I was really heavy in the hip hop scene. Like, for some reason in Oklahoma and the local scene, hip hop was just blowing up. And so that's really, like, in the radio station I was involved with. One of the shows was Saturday Morning Rap Tunes. And so that was one of the shows I got involved with. And then so a lot of the concerts and stuff I was promoting and pushing and emceeing were rap concerts, believe it or not. So I know it's wild. Like, this country boy from Oklahoma emceeing rap concerts, man. It's crazy. So, but I've always been a country music fan. Like, I've always been a music fan in general. Like, I love all music. Like, it's just, it's just all music has different ways of reaching different people, you know. So, and with me and the era I grew up in, like hip hop was really starting to be a big thing, and so it was just kind of like, you know, that's why I'm so big into like the, you know, your Colt Fords and stuff today, because it's like they got that rap meets country thing, and I'm like, that's right up my alley. Like that was my generation, you know. I listened to country, I listened to rock, I listened to rap, we listened to it all, and so I'm a product of that generation, I guess you could say.
That's awesome.
So yeah, very diverse in my music. It'll blow your mind. I can go from playing NWA to Merle Haggard, like that. No joke, no joke.
I
So
think that's important too.
yeah,
I think that's
yeah. I mean,
important.
diversity,
Especially
right?
you need to be influenced by more than one thing, you know. So
Absolutely, absolutely, man, absolutely. So let's play another song.
all right.
There we go. We're gonna do Caddy Wampus this time.
Honey, hand me my clean spare
We got to finish the Bluebird story though after though, because we kind of got off. We got
I
sidetracked.
feel drunk and I ain't even drunk a drink. Don't know if it's a church or a work day, but I trucked my park crooked in the driveway. You're heaven sent, loving's been hell on me. Girl, you got me sideways, tangled up, two-step, turned around. Gotta find a way to get my world on upside down. Like the pillars and the sheets that we've been messing all up. Every time I see you, darling, I'm spinning like boots on Saturday sawdust. Baby, your love's got me caddy want the hus. I can't keep my brain train on track. Like a mattress on our bed, I'm out of whack. I'm all tied up in trouble. I'm about to come unbuckle. Yeah, the rope you got around me ain't got no slack. Girl, you got me sideways, tangled up, two-step, turned around. Gotta find a way to get my world on upside down. Like the pillars and the sheets that we've been missing all up. Every time I see you, darling, I'm spinning like boots on Saturday sawdust. Baby, your love's got me caddy want the like a chicken coop out back after that tornado. Every time I see you, darling, I'm all backwards running down an escalator. Baby, your love's got me. Girl, you got me sideways, tangled up, two-step, turned around. Gotta find a way to get my world on upside down. Like the pillars and the sheets that we've been messing all up. Every time I see you, darling, I'm spinning like boots on Saturday sawdust. Baby, your love's got me caddy want the
Let's go. That is clever. Jack is right. That song is clever. And I think bass backwards is an Oklahoma thing. I swear to you. When you said that, I was like, only in Oklahoma. Are you gonna hear?
I think that too. And you know what? I've from the mic sometimes on stage we'll play that song and I'm like, anybody say Caddy Wampus?
No,
Depending on where I am. And I think
Yeah.
that I think that might be an Oklahoma thing too. I
It
don't know.
might be. It might be. We got some words here.
That's right.
We got some words here. You're like, what the hell did he just say?
Yeah.
What's a cattywampus?
Yeah. That's right. Matter of fact, we were playing a release show. Me and my buddy Cam Newby, who's on a lot of these songs. You've heard his name tonight. And I played cattywampus, and somebody in the crowd goes, "What's cattywampus?" And Cam and I both looked at each other, and we both looked back at this lady, and at the same time, we both go, "It means cattywampus."
You got to be from Oklahoma to understand what it means.
That's right. Yes, sir.
But it kind of goes with all twisted up. All right, we'll just say that. You got me all twisted up. So
That's right.
that's good stuff, man. So finish telling. Okay, the story about the Bluebird selling out in 2 minutes. We kind of got sidetracked, and I didn't circle back to it before we played a song. So let's talk about that.
Well, that was a different release show. We had two release shows. One of them was at the Listening Room. One of them was at the Bluebird. Two of my favorite places in the world to play. And I will, full disclaimer, the Bluebird sells out every time. Doesn't matter who's there. So it's not super cool that it's sold out. But it
Not
did.
even in 2 minutes, though.
You know what? I think it sold out in about 50 seconds.
Okay.
I mean, it does that almost every time. So it was cool that we had a sold out crowd.
Yeah, but not everybody knows that, so use it to your advantage.
Yeah, well, it's not anything. It's not anything I did by any means. I'm blessed to play it, but it did not sell out because Braden Jamison was playing it.
So Jack's just trying to use it to your advantage. Then.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
Jack,
right. Yeah.
Jack is being the great guy that he is.
He's being a number one fan. So I got to interview him a few weeks ago, and then I had Jackson Ray on right after him, and then you, and then I got another one next week. So basically, everybody who's worked with Jack is gonna be on my show at this point.
Awesome.
Legacy was last week. I had Legacy Lowenberg. Absolutely wonderful. She's got a great voice too. So I can honestly say Jack knows how to pick them. Jack knows how to pick them. You hear me, Jack? You got a gift, my man. You got a gift, brother. So, but no, I'm excited to meet everybody that Jack works with. I was excited to meet him and his wife at the restaurant, and got to hang out a little bit. And so I think it's really cool what he's got going on, and I see a huge future in our relationship and us doing some things together ourselves. So. So I'm in it to win it. I'm in it for the long haul, man. I'm just here to support independent music in any way I can. So I appreciate you taking the time to come on the show and talk about you and your music and everything. And you know, you're hopefully if I get some time, maybe we can shake hands, hug necks, whatever in Nashville here in the next week and a half or so. I'll be there. I'll be there the June 31st through June 31st. May 31st through June 8th. I'm leaving the 8th. So I'll be there for 10 days, something like that. So
I'll definitely be here for at least part of that. So just hit me up. We'll get together for sure.
Yeah, I'll holler at you when I get there and, try to make plans to at least meet up and, I don't know, hang out for a little bit. I got a busy week. So I've got, but most of my stuff is at night. But the wife's going and my son's going, and they want to do things while we're there. And so, hey, if you got some advice for me, I'm gonna be looking for some stuff to do. I'm just saying, there's not a lot to do there. It's Music City. You know what I mean? There's one water park, and there's there's a couple of museums. But the rest is just it's Music City. It's all about Broadway and everything down there. So, but yeah, I look forward to getting to see you and meet you. So for sure. You want to perform one for us before we go?
Yeah, man, I'll do a song I wrote with S.J. McDonald called Walls. messing up eggshell paint in the kitchen. Still hear Mama saying stand up straight in every house we ever lived in. She started keeping track. Soon as I could crawl, I didn't understand they were more than marks on walls. Saw a sunburst six-string sitting in my granddad's closet. I picked it up, just one strum, and I was hooked on it. Spent years cutting my teeth on Hank and Jones every night of the week, putting on a show for those walls. Some were made to lean on, holding more than nails and frames. Some were put there for a reason. Some are just in your way. Some I went and built so high that I can't even climb them, right or wrong. I've got all kinds of walls. She ain't the first to try to break on it, but you can't get far with a concrete heart. God, I wish you did still be in my arms if they weren't so strong. Walls. Some were made to lean on, holding more than nails and frames. Some were put there for a reason. Some are just in your way. Some I went and built so high that I can't even climb them, right or wrong. I've got all kinds of walls. I'm surrounded, can't tell which to knock down and which one to hang my hat on. 'Cause some were made to lean on, holding more than nails and frames. Some were put there for a reason. Some are just in your way. Some I went and built so high that I can't even climb them, right or wrong. I've got all kinds of walls.
The puzzle piece thing just kind of threw me off there. Had to do that puzzle piece thing like at the top of the hour kind of thing. So whatever. Gotta love TikTok. So hopefully it gets bought out pretty soon though, and it becomes an American company.
There you go.
Fingers crossed. Let's go. Maybe we get our free speech back. So, man, again, Braden, man, it's been an honor, pleasure talking with you, getting to know you a little bit, man. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person when I get to Nashville. So hopefully we can make that happen. But I'm looking forward to seeing great things from you, brother. I mean, I've already seen great things, and you got a lot going on, and you got some great things going on. So I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here on the show with me. And it means a lot to me for you to just take the time to do that. And as much as it probably means to you to be able to have the opportunity to do it as well. But we're in it together, man. We're in this independent world together. And I tell people all the time, especially musicians, that the large labels have turned it into a competition for so long that it's time to take it back. And it's not a competition. If you're an independent artist, you can succeed more by working with people and working together, like people with like Braden, and just collaborating and working together and building off of each other and building each other up and just loving one another like we're supposed to in Christ, right? So I'll preach it all day long, man. We have an opportunity to take this independent world back over, if we just all work together, right, and put it into the games of the large labels and agendas being pushed and all that, man. So I'm looking forward to getting to hanging out with you, man, for sure.
Thank you, brother. And thanks so
And
much for having me. It's been a blast.
yeah, man,
I
yeah,
can't
man,
wait to hang out with you
yeah.
when you're down in Music City. So let me
Yeah, it's
know.
gonna be a great time, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm gonna drop you down, and if you want to hang out in the chat, I'm gonna give some information, stuff coming the rest of this week. Talk about Nashville project here a little bit, what I got going on with that. You notice my slides back there, kind of been rolling through, but I'll if you want. Matter of fact, just stay in. We'll just cover it with you in here. It doesn't even matter. So we're gonna let's go through this here. I'll actually just go through the slides. It'd probably be a little bit easier. On Dadgum. There we go. June 2nd, I've got 3 interviews. June 2nd, I've got Liz Tay, which is she's a gospel country artist out of Georgia. Then John Major. John Major is in Nashville as well. You may have bumped into him. He's been there for a hot minute. And then also Andrew Jamison right here is also a Nashville recording artist. So I've got those 3 on the first day, starting at 7 p.m. all the way till about 10 p.m. We'll be interviewing. And then on June 3rd, I have 3 more. I have DJ Rittenhouse. He's if you get a chance to check him out, you'll love him. Ethan Elmore doesn't have any songs out yet, but he's working on it. So some of the interviews I do are actually people just getting started. Some are up and comers. Some are, have been in it a minute and still trying to be up and comers. So it's just a mixture of artists. And then AL, you may have ran into her. She's been in Nashville a long time too. She did a mashup with Brother Joe. It's called "Remember the Dance," and it's a Lady Gaga and Garth Brooks "Remember the Dance." Or the dance, and then a Lady Gaga song. They did a mashup. You can look at it streaming. It's called "Remember the Dance," and it's AL and Brother Joe. Absolutely wonderful mashup. Probably one of the best mashups I've heard. It went viral twice. But AL will be there June 3rd, and then June 4th I have Hunter Argon, Tyler Garrett, which was texting me earlier, and then my artist Bonnie Ray will be there from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then last but not least, I had my very first interview when I started doing these interviews was Cecil Holsey. So it's about 8 months. We're going to bring him back, see what he's been doing the last 8 months, how things are going for him. So kind of a return interview. He's also living in the Nashville area as well now. He wasn't then, but he is now. So it just kind of seemed fitting. Hey, let's do a return interview, right? And then I have my wonderful co-host, Sarah Beth Brewer, which is doing great things as well. She just opened up for Brooks and Dunn. She's opening up for Ernest in August, and she's killing it, man. She's slaying it. She's who I call one of my up and comers for sure. I have interviewed her, and I couldn't have picked a better co-host. I think it's going to be a great show. All the interviews are going to be great, and so that is June 2nd through the 5th. And then following that, I'll be doing CMA interviews, street interviews up and down Broadway, just random people, random questions. So got to leave my mark on Nashville somehow.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate you, Braden, Jack, the whole Brassfield family. Appreciate all of Braden's fans coming in, hanging out with us. So good night. God bless. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Stay humble. Hustle hard. Let's go.